Hey guys, in today's No BS review, we're going to be taking a look at FastMoneyBOT. This is a product by Glynn Kosky and it's available on JVZoo. I'm going to take you guys inside the members area. We're going to talk about what this training is all about. And then, of course, as always, I'm going to give you my personal opinion about FastMoneyBOT. So if you're ready, let's dive right in. All right, guys, let's take a look at the sales page here for FastMoneyBOT. It says that this is the world's first AI copy and paste cash bot that spits out money on demand. Now, I can see all you guys heading straight for that buy button, but please stay with me because I want to break all of this stuff down for you. 38-second copy and paste trick makes Glynn $500 per day with 2 clicks. Honestly, guys, do you really believe that? Just copy and paste your way to $500 per day with this $200 billion AI money bot. So if you're reading this and you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, it's some kind of chat bot or some kind of AI bot. What you're going to see inside is that it has nothing to do with that. All right. And we're going to analyze this sales page as well. And you guys tell me at the end what you think about FastMoneyBOT. So let's go inside and I'll show you around. All right, folks, this is the members area of FastMoneyBOT. It's the same template. This is ClickFunnels right here, guys, if you're familiar with this kind of layout. But this ClickFunnels, this is a training course. There is no AI chat bot. All right. You will be able to use ChatGPT for some of the tasks in here, but there is no bot that with 2 clicks, you're going to make money. All right. And we're going to go through this stuff. I'll explain to you how all of it works. But before we do, we are going to go through the customary analyzation of the sales page because come on, guys. I mean, 38-second copy and paste trick that makes this vendor $500 per day with 2 clicks. Do you really believe that? Now, I know there is a subset of people out there who actually believe this stuff. And usually it's people who don't want to put in the work, that truly believe that they can make cash on demand by pressing a button twice. Okay? And unfortunately, that doesn't work. And they even talk about that inside of their training, which is totally contradictory to what they say on the sales page, which to me, it bothers me. Okay, because a lot of you guys are going to just trust what they say on the sales page and you're going to just buy this product. And when you go inside, you're going to realize, oh, well, where is this 38-second copy and paste trick? Okay, and unfortunately, you know, those are the people that suffer from shiny object syndrome. Those are the people who are desperate to make money. And, you know, I'm doing these videos. I buy these products to analyze them for you so that you guys can understand that there is no easy way to make money online. Okay, there isn't. Please understand that. So in order to break this thing down, instead of reading through all of this, guys, I mean, come on, who reads through all of this stuff? And, you know, purposefully, I believe that the vendors create these long sales pages because they know that you're not going to read through all of this, but they make it in such a way that they show you things like, you know, profit screenshots, right? They show you all these things. They toy with your emotions. So what I'm going to show you is something that I do with all of these sales pages, JVZoo and Warrior Plus. Okay, notorious for selling these cheap and cheerful products. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to select all the copy on this page. So we're going to do a select all. You're going to copy this, and then you're going to go over to your favorite chatbot. So I like using ChatGPT. You can use whatever you want, but this works for me in ChatGPT. So we're going to go into ChatGPT. We're going to open up a new chat, and we're going to ask this question. Does this sound too good to be true? The following is a sales page copy for FastMoneyBOT, a product by Glynn Kosky that's available on JVZoo. Be brutally honest and concise with your answer. Okay, we don't want any fluff. We want to get straight to the point. Does this sound too good to be true? Now, you can use this with any product on Warrior Plus or JVZoo that you want. Okay, even on ClickBank, even on Digistore 24, as long as you're able to copy that copy or get the transcription of videos from those pages, especially on JVZoo and JVZoo and Digistore 24, because a lot of them are VSLs, okay, video sales letters. But just get that information and paste it in here, and you can change the stuff around. All right. So what do you think ChatGPT is going to say about this? I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? I mean, if you guys put your common sense cap on, you already know what it's going to say. But for those of you who are convinced that there is something out there that's going to make you all this money with just 2 clicks, this is for you, okay? So we're going to scroll down here, and you can see how much copy that they have on this sales page, okay? So we're going to scroll all the way down here, and we'll see what ChatGPT says. We're going to have it be brutally honest with its assessment here, okay? So let's go here and let's zoom in. Short answer, yes, this is absolutely too good to be true. And here's the brutally honest breakdown, because I think a lot of you guys just need to hear it, okay? Because I get here's the funny thing. I get emails, I get comments from people who appreciate the videos, and thank you very much for watching them. Okay, I'm here to educate you. And the funny thing, or the ironic thing, or the cruel irony of it all is that a lot of these people who email me or message me or leave comments, they will say, okay, this is great. There's, you saved me all this money. What product or products on these platforms that I review are legit products? And I'm going to tell you right now, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, okay? So I would avoid Warrior Plus and JVZoo altogether. And I know there are some legitimate vendors out there. I know a small handful of them, okay? But the majority of them, the ones who advertise and market to you guys heavily, you don't want to trust those guys, okay? You don't even want to trust the vendors or the affiliates, I should say, the ones that promote them. Don't trust those guys either, okay? Because, again, you're going to be led down that rabbit hole, and it's just one that you don't want to be a part of, okay? So that's just my brutally honest answer to all that, okay? So first of all, physics problem number 1, which is what I like. Physics problem number 1. 38-second copy and paste to $250 to $1,000 paydays. In the real world, I don't know what the color of the sky in the world where you live is, but mine, it's blue right now, okay? You only make money online when you bring real targeted traffic to real offers and do consistent work. No app or bot can sidestep that, okay? That's the truth, okay? The vendors that sell these products to you on Warrior Plus and JVZoo, they know you want to make money fast. They know. So they're going to give it to you in the copy that they put on their sales pages. Some of them are going to lay it on thick and heavy. Others will really dance that fine line between marketing and manipulation. And you guys know who you are out there, especially if you're watching this, okay? But that's just the truth. They know what you want, and they're going to sell it to you. They're going to give it to you on a platter. They don't care, okay? Which is the reason why I create these videos for you guys, because I care. I want you guys to wake up and realize that starting an online business is like any other job. You got to show up, you got to put in the work, and you really got to be consistent with your efforts, all right? Physics problem number 2. 10 plus income streams, no product, no content, no funnel, no emails, no selling, no laptop, no budget, no tech. That's what you guys want to hear, right? If all of that were removed, there is nothing left that actually creates value. That's not how affiliate networks like Warrior Plus, JVZoo, ClickBank, etc. work, okay? Hype, red flags everywhere. Yeah, this is a classic one right here. $24,973 real world value sold for $17. This happens every product that I review. Every single product. Okay? fake urgency timers, and nearly sold out. Server capacity, first 25 only, first 50 only. Even a 10-year-old could do it. You can't mess this up. No upsells required. Right next to extra secret traffic upgrade offers. Incredible. And you're going to see that, when you go into the members area of any of these products, they're always upselling you stuff. Always. Okay? And I'll tell you how they make money. Right now, the brutal truth is they make money selling products to you. That's how they make money. Flat out. Okay? They don't use the software that they're selling to you. They'll use the concepts of their trainings if they sell training products, right? They'll use some of the concepts of the training products that they sell to you, but they will not use their own products. So if they're selling you a one-time fee autoresponder, if they're selling you a one-time fee page builder, if they're selling you an all-in-one solution that brings in all the chatbots out there for a one-time fee, guys, they're not using that, okay? They're just selling it to you because they know you're cheap, that you don't want to spend money. So they're giving you what you want. Mechanism is totally vague. The copy screams about AI bots, hidden payouts, weaponized automation, but never clearly explains what you'll actually be doing. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be explaining that to you step by step to earn money beyond copy and paste links. Okay, so again, sales page copy, we call this blind copy. Okay, they never tell you what's inside. So that's why you got to watch my videos. You got to subscribe to my channel because I am going to show you. And I'm probably the only person left out there that does these, okay? At least targeting Warrior Plus and JVZoo products. No one else does this. The ones who do are usually promoting those products that they are reviewing. All right? Next, income disclaimer. Income claims versus disclaimer. They promised $250 per copy paste and $1,000 days when the disclaimer basically says, this is for entertainment. Results not typical. You may make nothing. That's a giant credibility gap. All right. Who is most likely to profit? In this kind of launch model, the people making consistent money are usually the vendor, the affiliates promoting it, not the beginners buying it, hoping for fast, hands-off income. And I have said this so many times till I'm blue in the face. The only people who make money, and ChatGPT is missing out on this too, is the vendor who created the product, obviously, the affiliates who are promoting it, who spam your inbox every single day, and the platform that they are selling it on. Those are the three people making money. Okay? Will you make money? Probably not, because most of you guys suffer from shiny object syndrome. You don't want to do the work. So when you find out that maybe a system or a software doesn't work, within a week, you'll be off buying another product. They are counting on this, guys. They're counting on you doing that. That's why a lot of these guys are what I call serial launchers. They launch products every single month. That is how they make money. All right, guys? So keep that in mind. This is education. This is priceless education for you. College level education, all right? So ChatGPT goes on to say, and this goes out to all you guys. If you treat this as a lottery ticket, you're willing to lose $17 on, that's your call. So like I always say, your business, your choice, right? Your money, your choice. But if you're hoping this will realistically give you a set and forget $250 to $1,000 days from your phone, ChatGPT strongly bets against it. Okay, so if you were just to analyze the sales page copy alone, this should tell you, do not do it. Turn around and run. Run as fast as you can. Okay, so that is the sales page copy. Okay, so if that doesn't convince you, let's go inside of the product itself. Okay, let's go inside the training. So again, like I mentioned, there is no chatbot. Yeah, you can use ChatGPT for some of this stuff, but there is no chatbot. Okay, and let me explain what this is all about. First of all, let me just show you this diagram. This is how their system works. Now, this is basic affiliate marketing. Stuff that you can learn anywhere, guys. You can learn it anywhere. You can get free training. You can sign up for someone's email that's like even like mine, and you can learn the same exact thing, but for free. Okay? And then we're going to talk about the biggest gap that you will face, that any marketer faces out there, whether you have been doing this for 10 days or for 10 years. But it's always the biggest challenge. All right? So, and you're going to see right here, it's obvious. They've highlighted it, right? Right here. It's highlighted. Traffic. Okay? So first of all, you need traffic. Not just any traffic, highly targeted buyer traffic. That is what you need. You need people who are interested in what you are promoting, right? You're going to send that traffic over to a squeeze page. Now, they're going to go over free as well as paid traffic sources, okay? And I'm going to go over those as well. Next, when people come to the squeeze page, if they are interested, they will opt in, meaning they will leave their email address there so you can collect that email address and build out an email list, okay, an asset that you own. All right, now before you freak out about the opt-in page and all the emails, I'll talk about how they're going to give that to you in just a moment, okay? Now, once they opt in, behind the scenes, this is all behind the scenes down here. Once they opt in, they're going to be taken to the affiliate offer that you're promoting. And you'll be promoting one of their offers, one of the vendor's offers, okay? And they're going to talk about it. They're going to talk about how you're going to get 50% of the commissions, blah, 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 right? If someone buys, you're going to get that money, okay? You're going to get that money. Now, behind the scenes, after they've opted in, they're going to be added to an email list, your email list. And once that happens, they're going to be entered into an autoresponder sequence. And this is where a lot of you guys are going to freak out, like, how am I going to do this, Ken? What am I going to do? Oh, no, oh, no. Don't worry. They're going to give you those emails. They're going to give you those emails. And I'm going to talk about that in just a moment too, okay? Once you have this email list, this frees you up to send broadcast emails whenever you want. You can promote other affiliate offers. If you have a weekly newsletter that you want to send out, you can do that. Or you can even send them to external content. Let's say you have a blog or a video that you created. You want to send people there. You can do that as well. That is why having an email list is so important. But you want to have an email list of people who know, like, and trust you. People who consider you to be, a trusted resource. Okay? So, again, I'm going to go through all of this stuff right here. I'll show you the different parts, and you decide at the end. Okay, first of all, we've already debunked this. There is no bot, okay? Loosely, you can use ChatGPT for some of these tasks, okay? I'm just letting you know. But there is no bot. They make it seem like you use a bot because they call it FastMoneyBOT. All right? And as ChatGPT mentioned, according to physics, it's not possible, okay? Unless you can bend the laws of physics. But anyway, let's go inside here and let's talk about the training, okay? So, in the Let's Get Started training module, this is the one where I kind of laugh and chuckle to myself because a lot of you guys are going to get sucked in because of the sales page copy, making it seem like it is super easy for you to get started. And what you're going to realize is that when you come in here and you go through the training modules, especially this one right here, they're going to tell you that you have to put in the work, that it's not easy, and that there are people out there who, they'll do something for a little while, and when they encounter a roadblock, they're going to call it a scam, and they're going to go off and buy the next shiny object product, which is the total opposite of what they tell you on the sales page. And that's why I get so disappointed when I see these sales pages. It's just, but again, they're selling you what you want. They're catering to you because you want that. So they're going to give it to you. But when you come in here, this video right here is going to give you a cold dose of reality when you hear the total opposite, which just, it's funny. That's all. To me, it is funny. But hey, I used to be just like you. I used to buy into this stuff as well. He's going to talk about roadblocks. Again, this is all the stuff, that newbies are going to face, guys like you. And this is the reason why you guys fall into the trap, okay, of buying shiny object products. They're going to talk about the system, okay? They're going to tell you the blueprint for your success. And basically, this is it right here. It's right here, okay? They're gonna teach you how to do all this stuff. They're going to help you along the way by giving you templates, right? They're going to give you the emails. They're going to do all this stuff to make it easy for you, okay? But I'm just going to be flat out brutally honest again, okay? You can have the best looking squeeze page, even though the squeeze page I show you I don't think it's the best looking squeeze page. I don't think anything of it. You can have the best emails out there, right? And I'll show you, the sequence that they give you, okay? If you do not have the proper traffic source, if you do not have this proper traffic source, you will not make money. Flat out. It will not happen. Believe me. And next, we have the moneymaker. This is basically just the affiliate product you're going to be promoting. This is Glynn Kosky's product, so they'll tell you how to apply to be an affiliate of his product. Okay. Again, it's up to you guys, and I've said this in many of my videos. It's up to you guys to determine whether or not the product you are promoting will actually provide value. Okay. I know everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to make money online. I mean, I get peppered with questions all the time, but you would be doing your audience and especially yourself a huge disservice if you promoted something that didn't help people. Okay. Don't chase after the quick buck. Just don't. It's not worth it. Okay. But that's the moneymaker. Okay. It's the product. Then they're going to talk about these, resources here. So resource part 1, this is the free template they're going to be giving you. Okay. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like right here. Okay. And they're going to tell you how to hook all this stuff up. It is powered by System.io. If you guys have never heard of System.io, it is an all-in-one platform, and they have a free forever account, perfect for beginners to get started. Okay, so they're going to give you this template, and they're going to tell you how to hook this up. This is what's going to allow you to build your email list. Okay, right here. Is this an effective template, effective landing page, squeeze page? I don't know. But what I do know is that everyone else is going to be using the same one. Okay. So, guys, make it look a little different. Okay. You need to add in a GDPR checkbox, by the way. People have to willingly say that, yes, I'm opting in to receive emails from you. It's law. Okay. And it's missing. They don't even talk about that. They should give you something underneath here, putting in a checkbox, but they don't. Also, where are the privacy policy and the terms and conditions pages? Where are they? You need to have those as well. Okay, so there's a lot of missing stuff here. Obviously, a lot of you guys are going to be excited about this. You don't care because all you want to do is make money. But again, you need to have this kind of stuff. The devil is in the details, guys. Don't skip it. All right. So that is, let me just show you the squeeze page. Okay. We talked about the affiliate offer. Now you can plug in any offer that you want. Okay. You don't have to use the offer that they are providing you. But again, everything that they provide you for free, the template, and we're going to talk about the emails, all correspond to the product. Okay. So, I'm thinking a lot of you guys don't want to put in the work. So, logically, you'll probably just follow along, right? And just see how it all works. Okay. So let's go in here. Okay. Let's talk about resource number 2. This is the email campaign. Let me show you the email campaign. You're going to import this into your System.io account. Okay. and they have 45 emails, according to the training video. 45 emails that are going to be sent one day after another. So you know that email account that you have? I have a burner email account that I get littered with, and that's the appropriate word, littered with spam emails every single day. Okay, so you're basically going to be spamming people is what I'm saying, okay? But that's up to you. If you want to run your business like that, then that's fine. I'm sure people will say, hey, you know what? You got to email every single day. Some people do, some people don't. I don't email every day, okay? I don't feel the need to do that, all right? But some people like to, especially when others have short attention span. It's always good to be, in their face, right? But you do whatever works for you. And that's why a lot of times you got to experiment with this stuff. Okay, you have to go through the pain, right? Go through the pain in order to develop wisdom and perspective and experience, okay? So they're going to provide you with all this stuff. Now, you're going to have to go through here and you're going to have to change some of the stuff that's in here. So there's 45 emails. You're going to have to go through 45 emails and change the link, your affiliate link. So you're going to have to do some work here. And I know they say on the sales page, no work, no experience, no tech, no nothing. Come on, guys. Do you really believe that? We're online. Of course there's tech involved, right? So those are the emails. Let me just show you this. So they're going to take care of this right here. So the main thing is taken care of, okay? All this other stuff over here, this is up to you to do. That's your responsibility. You want to make money? Then you better start figuring out a way how you're going to send out broadcast emails. You're going to have to find legit products to promote to people, right? And you're going to have to figure out a way to continuously prove to people that they should trust you, okay? So that's on you. But the heavy lifting has been done. And for some of you guys right now, you're like, well, wait a minute, Ken. Hey, you're missing something. The traffic. And yes, I talked about traffic. Traffic is the lifeblood of any business, whether it's brick and mortar or whether it's online. Everybody needs traffic. Everybody needs people coming to their offer or seeing their offer or coming into their store to buy a cup of coffee, okay? Everybody needs traffic. This is what is going to stop all of you guys from succeeding, okay? And so let's just talk about the ways that they want you to get traffic. So the first one is a free strategy right here. Their free strategy. They got two sites they're going to recommend to you, okay? The first one, this one right here, is called Free Advertising for You. I don't know if you've heard of it. I've never heard of it, okay? But they're going to recommend this site. Site number 2 is going to be called State of the Art Mailer. And we're going to talk about these two, okay? I don't know anything about these, all right? I choose to make YouTube videos, faceless YouTube videos. That is how I get my traffic, okay? I like it. For me, I had to get over, obviously, making videos and putting myself out there. But once I did, it is, to me, one of the fastest methods of generating traffic, okay? Bar none. So other than paying for it, okay? So let's take a look at what Google Gemini says about these two traffic sources, okay? Because I didn't want to go through and register for accounts because I watched the training videos and it's just, talk about being run through some kind of funnel too. These guys, when you register for those two sites, you're going to go through some funnels because they're going to try and upsell you. They're going to try and have you sign up for different things. And it's just a mess. It's pretty much like Warrior Plus and JVZoo all over again. Okay. So I chose not to do that. But what I did instead was I went to Gemini, one of my trusted chatbots, okay, ChatGPT and Gemini. And I asked Gemini this question: are these two websites proven ways to get high quality traffic to my affiliate offer? Be brutally honest. When I mean high quality traffic, I mean people who are my ideal target audience. Okay? I make YouTube videos targeting make money online products and services, and I try and teach you guys things here or there because you are my audience. So if you're watching this video, thank you. You've arrived. You're my audience. You're my peeps. Okay? So I'm having ChatGPT Gemini analyze these websites. And it's, going to scour the internet for information too. So this is what Gemini says. That is an excellent, honest question. As requested, here is a brutally honest assessment of these two types of platforms for generating high quality traffic to a typical affiliate offer. The answer in short is no. They are not proven ways to get high quality traffic or sales. Bolded. I should just stop the video right here already, right? But no, let's go dive in and see what Gemini has to say. The core problem is that it is incentivized clicks. Okay, incentivized clicks. Both free advertising for you, which is a traffic exchange mailer, and state-of-the-art mailer, a safe list mailer, operate on the same fundamental business model, which actively works against high quality traffic generation, and that is incentivized advertising. Okay, the traffic you receive is overwhelmingly composed of other affiliate marketers and opportunity seekers whose primary goal is not to buy your product, but to earn credits or rewards to advertise their own products. I have mentioned this in other videos as well, because this vendor has switched their free traffic source, okay? But basically what this is sellers selling sellers. Sellers selling sellers. So it would be like going to it'd be like going to a cocktail reception, right? Or a coffee talk or a meet and greet, where everybody that goes to this event are all realtors. All of them. They're all realtors. And they're all trying to sell houses. But since the other person is a realtor, you're selling a house to another realtor. Will that other realtor possibly buy the house that you're selling? Maybe, in the off chance they might be looking for their own home. But if they're a realtor, they already know what they're looking for, right? So that's what this is, right? Sellers selling other sellers. So keep that in mind. Not a very great way to generate traffic, but according to this vendor, it's free. Okay. Here's a breakdown of what that means for your affiliate offer. So there's a nice handy dandy chart here. Traffic exchange mailer, the visitor's motivation. They're clicking and viewing your ad for 5 to 10 seconds to gain advertising credits, mailer privileges, or rewards, resulting traffic quality extremely low. They are only there to gain credits to advertise their business, not to engage with yours. The clicks are fast, non-targeted, and have no commercial intent. Okay, that's one. Here's another one. Safe list mailer. They are receiving an email in a dedicated inbox or section. They only open it because they want to be able to send their own email to the same list. Resulting traffic quality, very low. They open the email to click your link and prove they are an active member, allowing them to maintain or gain higher sending limits. They are saturated with similar offers and are unlikely to convert into paying customers. Okay, guys? So again, not worth it. But if you want to try it, hey, you know what? Experience is the best teacher is what I tell my son. Experience is the best teacher. You want to do it? If you believe that this is the way to do it, then you go for it. And you try it and you learn. Don't trust me, right? Don't trust my word. I'm making these videos for you guys, but don't trust me. Hey, go try it yourself. Okay? Prove it to yourself. Now, the brutally honest reality. You will get clicks, right? And that's enough for you guys to get excited. Both platforms are proven to get high volumes of clicks, often with impressive looking click-through rates, otherwise known as CTRs. This is the kind of stuff that you guys are going to be like, oh, but I'm getting clicks. I'm getting clicks. Look how much, what's the percentage? It's so great. This is awesome. You will get few sales. You will even get a few sales. These rarely lead to high quality leads, signups, or sales, especially if your affiliate offer requires a monetary commitment. But of course, you are promoting a product that requires somebody to buy it. The audience is saturated with make money online offers and is conditioned to click and move on. Okay, remember, conditioned to click and move on. This is going to be important when I talk about their paid traffic source. Okay, so stick with me. The audience is distracted. just like you. The people clicking your link are often viewing dozens of similar links in the same session, with their primary focus being on getting credits to run their own campaign. They are the least engaged audience on the internet. Does this sound familiar? It should, because this applies to most of you guys. Okay? You get bombarded in your email inbox with so many offers. Once you go to Warrior Plus, trust me, once you go to Warrior Plus or JVZoo and you buy one product, guess what happens? Okay? The platforms get your emails. That means JVZoo and Warrior Plus get your emails. Okay? The vendor gets your email because you purchased from them. So they get your email, right? Then when you go and you get your product, you have to register. So you give your email address again. All right? So your email address, you've done this like, 3-4 times already. Your email address is out there. Guess what happens? Okay, guess what happens? It doesn't happen to, everyone, but it happens to a lot. Your email address will get put on multiple email lists. Multiple. Okay, because they know that after a while of spamming, your email provider will probably forcibly put them in spam. Okay. Or they know that you're going to try to unsubscribe. And that's, why they do it. They put you on multiple email lists. So if you unsubscribe from one, they got you on another. So they can keep hammering you with emails. Okay, guys, I'm giving you guys the inside information on all this stuff. So I hope you guys are realizing what's going on here. Okay. Recommendation for high quality traffic. This is according to Gemini. This is Google's chatbot. If your goal is to generate actual affiliate sales and high quality leads, you should focus on commercial intent traffic sources where people are actively searching for a solution to their problem. That's the reason why I make my videos. That's the reason why some people have blogs. That's the reason why some people have social media accounts, right? That they focus on one thing. And if they produce content which attracts those people, okay? They don't go to a convention where sellers are selling other sellers. It doesn't work, okay? So they're talking about search engine optimization, SEO, paid ads, content marketing. So I do that, YouTube, targeted social media ads, on the platforms like Facebook, Instagram, all that. But the conclusion is, save your time. Do not expect a meaningful ROI on either of these platforms if your goal is profitable affiliate marketing. So that's what Gemini has to say. Now, moving on, so that we've covered the free strategy. They talk about another alternative free strategy. And this free strategy is X, otherwise formerly known as Twitter. And so they're going to talk about this as a traffic source. And it is a traffic source. It is. They're going to explain to you how you can use ChatGPT to help you write those tweet threads. Okay. But again, you got to put in the work. You got to have a niche. You got to narrow down. You're going to have to, find specific pain points for your audience, and you're going to have to produce content, a lot of it. Okay. Because Twitter is one of those short attention span type of platforms, right? A lot of people doom scroll. They go through that and something has to catch their eye. So you're going to have to constantly be putting out content. You're going to have to engage with that content, okay? And then from there, you can drive them over to your affiliate offer. Now, this is a legitimate way of doing it, okay? It is. And you see it if you are, on X or on Threads or any of the other Twitter-like type platforms. But again, it does take work, okay? And this is where you can use ChatGPT in order to help you with that, all right? So that is their alternative free source. Heck, if you were going to do this, instead of using this free strategy, which is sellers selling other sellers, and you want to try the alternative free traffic source, it might be worth a try, okay? But keep in mind, again, at the very beginning, in the Let's Start module and the 2 roadblocks, they're going to talk about how guys and gals like you don't want to put in the work, that you quit too soon, that you're not willing to grind it out, right? And put in all that work. So again, something to keep in mind. Now, for those of you who have a little bit of cash to burn, is burning a hole in your pocket, and you want to spend money, they're going to talk about a paid strategy that works. Okay. And this is the same strategy that they talk about a lot, practically in every product. Okay. Because, you pay for traffic, and, they happen to be an affiliate too. So they earn commissions when you buy campaigns. Okay. And this is called solo ads. Okay. They're going to talk about this marketplace here called Udemy. Udemy. UDIMI. And this is a marketplace where there are vendors here that have lists, and they're willing to allow you to rent that list in order to send out your product, your campaign, okay, and run a campaign through them. Now, I'm not a big fan of solo ads. I've run solo ads in the past. I've said this numerous times. I did not have success with it. I found that I developed a list. I didn't get any sales. My goal was mainly to get a list, build a list. But because I wasn't the person sending out the emails, I built the list, but when I sent out emails to the people on my list, no one responded because they didn't know who I was, because I'm not the one sending out the emails. Okay? So it was an exercise of spending money to build a list that wasn't responsive. So basically a waste of time and money. Okay? But, again, for those of you out there who want to do it, then go for it. Experience is the best teacher. If you got money and want to test it out, test it out. See for yourself. Now, before you do, I want you to read this article. Okay, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below so that you can read this article. And basically, it's from GetResponse. GetResponse, if you guys know, they're an autoresponder company. They've been around for years. I use GetResponse. Okay, I have a GetResponse account. I also use System.io. I pay for my account. Okay, because I find value in both of these services. Okay, but they wrote an article and they've updated this thing. Okay, what are solo ads and are they right for your business? They talk about it here. Okay, they talk about what is a solo ad. They even show you an example of a solo ad, what it looks like. That's an email. Okay, that gets sent out. Here's an example of a regular sponsored newsletter. So if you guys subscribe to newsletters, and I subscribe to my fair share of newsletters, I get advertisements inside them. Okay, that's another way of using solo ads. Okay, but typically what you're going to see is this. You're going to see this kind of email if you are in a solo ad email list. Okay, if you're on there, you're going to get emails like this. Okay, next, they talk about who solo ads work best for. Okay, marketers who have a bit of a budget. You're in a niche where pay-per-click prices are through the roof, blah, 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 right? So all this kind of stuff. But they give you a big fat warning. Guys, read the big fat warning, okay? Read the big fat warning. You're going to see that those clicks that you get from those, tier 1 countries that the vendor is talking about sometimes aren't real people, okay? And you'll see when you read this part right here. Then they're going to have a chart right here. Okay, how to do the math on whether a solo ad will be worth it to you. Go through this. It's a really good read and it's going to educate you. Okay, guys? So please check this out. Again, I left a link down in the description below. So we come back here. They're going to talk about generating wealth and all this other stuff right here. But the main training is right here. All this stuff right here. Okay? So, guys, what's my final opinion on this? I think you already know what I want to say, but let's go back to the sales page, okay? Was there a bot? No, there is no bot, okay? There is no first AI copy and paste cash bot. There isn't. Yeah, you're going to use ChatGPT for some of the tasks, but there isn't a bot in here. There's no software. It's just training. And I just hate for you guys to be disappointed when you go in there, okay? And you're told the exact opposite of what is being promoted on the sales page, okay? Was there a 38-second copy and paste trick that'll make you $500 a day with 2 clicks? You can loosely bend this, loosely. And I'm gonna say this because again, the only thing that you're gonna get with your clicks, your 2 clicks, is number one, if you click on the landing page template, that'll populate in your System.io account. The other click will be to get your email autoresponder sequence. Those are the 2 clicks. Okay, so you can bend it that way if you want to and justify it that way, Okay, that's what it is. Are you going to make $500 a day? Well, when you first start off, you're not going to make $500 a day. Okay. A lot of it is going to depend on your traffic source. Remember, guys, this is the key. If you can do this, all this other stuff is easy. Okay. It's all easy. But this right here is what's going to kill your dream of starting an online business. It's going to kill your dream of buying that yacht or picking out that Rolex or, driving your Lambo. Okay. Again, what ChatGPT holds true. The people who make money are the vendor selling you the product, the affiliates who promote the product, and the platform that it is on. But at the end of the day, guys, it's your money, your choice, your business, your choice. But if it were up to me, I would not buy this product. In fact, what I would do is I would screenshot this right here, pause the video, screenshot this. This is your blueprint right here. Next, what you got to do is put in the work. And if you need advice on the tools that you need to get started and some training, just let me know, guys. Okay? Because again, I'm here to help you and get you on the right track. So I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. This is Ken Furukawa from kenfurukawa.com, and I'll see you guys in my next video.